I should find a love within. I came back to let you know. I'm not supposed to be singing because they're gonna tag my thing for copyright and all that good stuff. So if I sing something, I should be singing something of my own, like one of my originals, like Lovely Day. No, that's not my original. Oh my God, I just got home. What's going on? What the guan? What the guan? I'm just cutting on all of my devices and stuff like that. I came in before. I said it before. They never let the mic you no more, magnetize you, hypnotize you no more. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Because I'm gonna need them if I'm gonna see if y'all gonna be talking to me. I'm gonna need my glasses. All right. Just let me cut everything on. And I gotta get right to it's almost 9 o'clock, so I gotta get right to making some food. Because I only have 2 things left that I have to do tonight. I already wrote and shot my music vault video for tomorrow, and I'm gonna post it up tonight because I got to get out early tomorrow because I have a recording session, and it's an early one, so I need to like be focused and stuff like that and things and such. And then I actually have to sing through the music for tomorrow and record it so I can listen to it on the way down. So when I go in, I want to go in and get it over with, get my money and get out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to stand around and do all kind of stuff. But I was also thinking I got to remind myself because the guy, the guy, the guy who's actually doing the recording is also a pianist, and he might either be able to give me a few piano lessons, or recommend somebody, maybe one of his students, that can give me some piano lessons. And I ain't looking for a bunch. I wanted just something to get me started. You know what I'm saying? Something to kick me off, kick me right out. So secure 90 years, skip the repair bills, hotels. La 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 la. Obama Foundation. I just came in. I've been out for a few hours, so I'm checking the mail. And the Build Expo people keep sending me stuff. Now they got a sweepstakes because they want you to answer the freaking they want you to answer their survey. So I might have to do that because I'm up for a sweepstakes, especially they're giving away something free. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what they're giving away, but if they're giving something away free, hopefully it's some cash. That's what I want. Give me some cash, baby. Or something that I can return for cash. Straight through the night, felt so alone. Now I'm checking my YouTube. See what the guan. I went downtown because I have nothing I needed to do today. Hey, what's going on? How are you? From India. Oh my God, what's up, India? What part of India are you from? I've been to Delhi and Agra because I went to go see the Taj Mahal. Davy Singh. Okay, so I just wanted to get out of the house today. I had stuff to do here, and once I was finished with that, I figured it's a little bit cooler outside. So why don't I go out, walk around a little bit, go downtown, pick up a few things. I didn't end up buying nothing, thank goodness. Usually I go out of the house and I spend some money. I spent that's not true. I spent $6 on this little cake, right? This little cake thing. But I ain't spend nothing else. I thought I did pretty good. Because usually you can't walk out of the house in New York without spending $20, $30, $40. You know what I'm saying? You end up spending some money when you walk out of the door here. So I'm happy that I also spent $20 on I also put $20 on my Omni card. So that's $26. See what I'm saying? It's adding up so quick. You sing song? Yes, I do. But I've been out all day, so I'm checking my mails and stuff real quick. And then we're going to make some dinner before it gets too late. Then I'm going to edit this video and sing. I might sing through the stuff first and then edit the video. I have to make me a guide vocal that I can listen to a few times tonight and listen to on the way downtown tomorrow. And then I'll be cool. I'll be chill. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. I got a video that's going kind of viral. Last time I checked, it had 23,000 views. Let's see how many it got now. How many does it have now? Where are you? Where is you, baby? Well, and it's not an old video. I mean, it's not a new video. I mean, I posted it last week, so it's kind of new, but it's not that new. Where are you? Where are you? It'd be funny if they pulled it down. Wouldn't that just be my luck? Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Truth Serum. Hello, hello. Happy Pride, happy Pride. What's going on, Ashja and Amu? Thank you for the likes. Make sure to thumb it up, y'all. I got 4 in here. I should have 4 likes. I am checking my mails and stuff because I just got in, so I need to check. And I need to look and see. I don't know why is I can't see where this video is. Did it disappear? Where'd it go? It's a short too. And this is the wrong channel. Now wonder, I said the wrong channel. I'm looking for the video on the wrong channel. Okay. I got 4 channels on YouTube. So it's kind of hard sometimes for me to find stuff. Fart in a jar for $20. I'm sorry, that ain't enough. That just maybe for $200. Now you're talking. Let's talk about $200. See, we ain't no cheap hole over here. We need the coins. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. With that girl who sold her bath water, she's selling bath water. Or maybe it was to make some soap out of her bath water or something like that. I would do that if y'all wanted me to. Yeah, you offer me enough money. Yeah, come on. I get in the tub real quick and do what I got to do. Go about my business. Then if y'all want to buy it, y'all can buy it. Listen. People, it's hard out here. People got to make their money however. People got to make their money however they can. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Get up in and do what you got to do. Okay, so now I'm on the right channel. And it looks like it got 26,000 views. But let's see. I don't know. Let's see what this say. I got, how many videos got to go before I figure it out? 73%, 300, 675, 38, 43, 457. There it is. 27,000, 27.4 thousand. I posted it 7 days ago and it wasn't doing nothing. But this is how things happen. Like you post up these videos and you want to like delete them because they've got like 200 views, 500 views or something like that. But then a week or two later, boom, 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 they start pumping. They start, coming across wherever. Even on shorts. You think that the shorts would go like, they would get a bunch of views the first few hours and then you never hear from them again, which happens sometimes. But like all of these are shorts that have gone viral. And this was posted 7 days ago and it was doing, I think it did like 1,000 views. And now today it's got 27,000. And most of that has been in the last 8 to 10 hours. You hate shorts? Let me tell you, they're a means to an end for me because it seems like when I post stuff on the regular long form videos and stuff like that, YouTube does not share them. They ain't thinking about my account, because I was dormant for a little while. I was posting every now and then, but I wasn't really posting. After they messed me up, they pissed me off when I couldn't monetize no more. And I was like 900 hours short. You had to have 4,000 watched hours on one channel. I was 900 hours short. And I was mad. I was like, that don't make no darn sense. You know what I'm saying? I should be grandfathered in, as long as I've been. But anyway, so I wasn't posting that much over here, right? But now that I've been posting shorts, it's popping off. I get usually somewhere between like 500 and 2,000 views. But on my other page, on my cover channel, I've posted up a few dances, whatever. You know, the TikTok dances. I've been doing them because they're fun and I'm enjoying them. And, you know, sometimes the music be so good that the brother want to get up and dance. So I'll learn a little choreography, whatever. So I've got one video, I think a month ago, 163,000, 126,000, 113,000. And then this one, 27,000. And that's all in this month. That's all in the month, in Pride Month. I mean, that's over 500, 550,000 on shorts. How much have I gotten on the regular form? Be lucky if I've gotten 500. And that's through all of my pages, all of them. You know, so yeah, I'm doing it from a business perspective. And, you know, and I'm trying to get my monetization back now, you know, because I'm making so many videos. And they're already, and you know, I have 1,100 videos on my main page. I could, if I got my monetization back on my main page, I would make money that first month without posting nothing, because I have 1,100 videos or more on that page, and at least like 20 of them are original songs. There's 100 and something that are my So You Want to Be a Singer, which are all mine, and they don't have any like copywritten music or anything under them. There's my comedy stuff. So like, I would be making money immediately. And right now, YouTube making that money off of my stuff, you know? And I want to close the account or like pull everything down. But then it's a lot of work that I've put into that stuff, you know? And I think they depend on that. What's the name of your cover channel? It's R Anton, ITSRANTON. And that's also the name of my TikTok channel. It's R Anton. It is with the RANTON. Yeah, I'm over there right now looking at the rushes, seeing what's going on, because this video is doing really well. So that's nice. But I'm posting on all of my pages because, you know, I always have ideas for so much different kind of content. And, you know, that's why I have 4 freaking different pages on YouTube. Like, there's my music comedy advice. There's my cover channel where I'm doing cover songs. I'm doing dances, and I'm doing my captured series, is where I see stuff around the city, you know, buskers and people performing and the dancers and stuff like that. And I record them and post them up. And then I have my political channel, and then I have my vlog channel where I put everything else, you know. Everything else, the memes and the, you know, when I just want to talk about something or, you know, stuff like that. You know, some comedy stuff. Where am I? I need to get out of here. I'm not going to sign into anything right now. Okay, because I checked that. What else do I need to check before I start cooking? Because I'm about to cook dinner. This is about to be cooking with Robert Anton. You never get notified. See, now you know, and it doesn't make any sense. I have almost 2,000 subscribers over there, right? I have 13,000, almost 14 over here. I have like 2,000 over there, but I'm subscribed to that channel and I don't get notifications. So I'm not surprised. You know, they just bury them. I don't know what's going on, especially with the long form. At least with the short form content, it automatically goes into the shorts feed. So, you know, it comes up on people's stuff and they can scroll through it or they can keep watching. But like a lot of my stuff on there, not all, but a good 70%, people are watching like 120, 130%. So they're watching it through and then watching it again. So they're obviously enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So why isn't YouTube sharing it? But TikTok is doing the same thing. And people tell me about it all the time. And like some of these videos that I put up over here that get like 1,200, 1,500 views, on TikTok will get 300 or 400. And I'm like, it's the same video. Why is it, you know, and I know it's a different audience, but it's the algorithm. I just recently got a notification from Facebook, because I do post on Facebook and Instagram too. I got a notification from Facebook saying that, oh, you're a consistent poster and you post high quality content. So I forget exactly, we're releasing such and such, you know, giving you a wider range of audience. Like, I'm supposed to be going out to everybody anyway. So why so they put locks on your stuff. So you only get so many people seeing it, and over a long period of time, and then until they decide to let you get to the next tier and the next tier and the next tier, unless something blows up. Hey, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? How you doing? Oh my God, I jumped in here. So many people are coming in that I ain't seen it forever. How are you? Is that cutie in the house? Yeah, but like, it's just so unfair. And I'm sure they have their reasons and all that different stuff. I did have a video that went viral on Facebook. I think it got like 800,000 views. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. But it happened. And they actually sent me 2 checks. And I'm not even in any kind of creator program over there. But like, they just automatically, add you in and give you your money if you get something, So I was like, oh, okay. You think you bought weed off of me once? Baby, you ain't bought no weed off of me. I don't even smoke weed. If you want to be my friend, you give me some gummies, but we don't smoke over here because we're a singer. And we prefer not to damage the vocal cords. I actually have a recording session tomorrow for it's for a new musical, and I don't have all the particulars and the people who are writing it and stuff. But someone that I worked with for someone that I worked with for like 2 years in a band that I just left about a year or two ago, called me and it was like, he thought, you'll be the perfect person for this, blah blah blah. They wanted a legit voice, but not too legit, and blah blah this than the other. So he was like, I think you'll be perfect for it. So I'm like, how much is it paying? And it's just a short studio session, and I'm going to go in tomorrow, and we're going to record. But it's a musical theater song, so it really has and it's a pretty big musical theater song. I mean, it seems really long. I don't know how long it actually is. I didn't even look at how long it actually is. It's probably like 4 or 5 minutes, but it's got like 4 sections of different key changes and tempos, signature changes and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I got over here on my keyboard, is trying to pluck through my notes because my sight reading skills are in the toilet, right? But he did send me a little bit of a guide vocal with just the chords and stuff like that. Then of course he just sent me changes yesterday. So I'm like, I may revert to the old stuff, but because I barely know that. But anyway, I think it's going to be fun, and it's a strange, interesting piece. And I'm actually playing just for this demo. I'm a white racist Southern guy. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Where is it Christmas? Does that mean you're gonna send me a present? If it's Christmas, you should be sending me a gift. For real, dog. People be coming here saying crazy stuff. Boy, let me tell you. And they don't know they got the right ones. Because I'm here for it. I am here for the shenanigans. Okay, so now I have to decide. I already know that I am cooking just some pasta, but I have a bunch of mushrooms, so I was going to make just a mushroom sauce, but I also got some ground sirloin. I've got some peppers. I'm probably going to do a little onion and some spinach, because I bought a big bag of spinach, so there's going to be spinach in everything the next few days. Because I'm single, and it's going to take me forever to get rid of the darn spinach. So there's going to be spinach in the eggs tomorrow. There's going to be spinach in the pasta tonight. There's going to be spinach in whatever I make over the next few days, because I don't want it to go bad. There's going to be spinach in the smoothies. There's going to be spinach in everything. What can I do with this? Let me see. You guys know each other, right? I just know you do. What's up? Popeye the Sailor Man. Yes, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong. Happy Pride. I'm going to be strong for Pride. Let me get my onion. Oh, you know what? I got to make my sauce too. Because I make my own sauce in my blender. So maybe I'll start making my sauce I just need the tomatoes. I need some garlic and jalapeno. Come on, come with me, come with me. It don't want to let go. I gotta cut that real quick because that's getting on my nerve. Okay, I need garlic and jalapeno. Oh, I need this is one of my secrets to my sauce, right? Sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried tomatoes, and then I'll have my spices and stuff that I put in there. So I'm gonna make my sauce first. Let me put some water on. And I should make some brownies today since it's a little cooler tonight. I might make some brownies in the oven so that I'll have those for the next few days. I just bought the new Selena Gomez cookies. They've been out about a month, right? And I wanted to try them. Selena Gomez. So they're chocolate. They're chocolate and I smell so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. They're chocolate and cinnamon. And if you wanted to know what I thought of them, I have a video that I posted on this channel. It's a short, but you can find it on my page. He said it's been years. Yeah, I know it's been years since I've seen you on here. So what I'm doing, I am making my sauce. So I usually don't measure stuff out because, you know, Grandma didn't measure stuff, so I don't measure stuff. And my my mom started teaching me how to cook, and then my great-grand took over. And then I was lucky enough to work for this woman. She was paralyzed on one side. And I was 12 years old. I started working for her. And I would like take her in, put her in and out of the chair. I would go and put her on the toilet, put her in the bed. Sometimes I would spend the night, and we would cook together. And she used to be a chef, you know, at a restaurant, probably at several restaurants. But so when we used to cook, she used to do, you know, little stuff that that I had never done before, which was really cool. Like she would be like, she had her spice drawer. And she'd be like, go in that drawer and tell me what's in there. Now I'd be pulling out bottles, like, oh, it's this. She'd be like, no, I don't want that. No, I'll put that back. No, okay, I want that. Oh, I feel like some of that today, you know. And she would just, that's how we would do it, you know. And I loved it. And I still kind of do that myself now. Instead of like, you know, having a certain thing that I always use on, you know, every recipe or every time that I cook something, I pretty much like, oh, okay, I feel like the taste of so-and-so today, or I feel like the taste of this, that, or the other. You know, I already was learning my Southern cooking from my grandma and my great-grand, and now I've kind of morphed all of that. I started like my food journey, eating a little healthier and stuff back in 2004, and I've morphed all of that into cooking healthier, but with flavor, with lots and lots of flavor. So like I make my sauces and sometimes soups in my blender, my Blendtec blender. Some people may know this blender. It's the Will It Blend blender, $400. But I probably had it 12 years, not a problem. So it has a 10-year warranty. What else am I putting in here? I put I gotta get the sun-dried tomatoes. Yeah, so I cook a little healthier. Even like candied yams. I cook vegan candied yams. I cook mac and cheese. And I make my roux with my mac and cheese. But I just make stuff with better ingredients than like my grandma made. You know, all that sugar and molasses and stuff. So I just make it a little healthier. I rarely use white sugar, white flour, or white pasta, even though I think I might have white pasta today. Okay, that's one. I got one left. What else do I need to put in here, y'all? Oh, jalapenos. Where's my jalapenos? I always like it a little spicy, so. Where did my jalapeno go, y'all? Did y'all have my jalapeno? Where could I have put it? Like, where could I put it? It like disappeared. Right here, right in front of my face. Let me put this back. Jalapeno! Jalapeno! Where are you, It's on top of the refrigerator. And I don't know, I wanted a little spicy, especially because I gotta sing tomorrow. I'm trying to kill myself though. So I'm just gonna do, that's a lot, right? It's nothing for me. I got some mushrooms. Those are not gonna go in the sauce. Those are gonna go with the meat. And I don't really use salt. I use sea salt sometimes, but I use Mrs. Dash. I use several of them. I'm gonna use a little paprika. I'm gonna use a little turmeric. I got the whole garlic, so I don't need garlic. I'm gonna use some oregano. Lots of oregano. And I need to use a lot of this too. Thyme leaves, because I got a lot of them and I need to use them in everything. Just like the spinach, they need to go in everything. Oh, and I got, you know what? Let me see if I got any broccoli, because I like to put broccoli in mine too. Nope, I don't have any broccoli, so you know what? Spinach is gonna go in there. What the guan, y'all? Don't be taking notes now. Don't be trying to jack my swag up in here, man. Don't be trying to jack my swag. So we're gonna do some spinach. Is that it? Is that all I need? Oh, we gotta put a little olive oil. A little olive oil. Let me see if there's anything else I want up in here. I don't need the cayenne because I put in the things. I've got coconut oil. I don't need that. I think I'm gonna make the meat with the coconut oil. Is there anything else? Nope. Speak now or forever hold your peace. What's up, Jacqueline? Are you still here? I'm doing dipping sauces. Burn, baby, burn. Going burn up, burn, baby, burn. Burning on the down. Burn, baby, burn. It's going burn up, burn, baby, burn. Burning on the down. Satisfaction came in the chain action. I couldn't get enough. I have to spend talking to me. The hero alone, y'all. Okay, so I need to let me put this away. So that's gonna sit for a little while everything else gets together. I need to take out some stock. I also make my own stock. So I take out some stock for my. Okay. You I lose my. Hey, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. And cut up a little onion. Now we're working on the meat. And cut up a little onion. I'm not gonna put any more garlic in it. You could put garlic in with the meat, but I'm not gonna do it. There's enough garlic gonna be in the sauce. And of course we're gonna mix those together at some point. And we've got mushrooms. You can tell when somebody cooked because they have all kind of gadgets and things. So I could cut the mushrooms by hand, but I want to use a lot. Or a lot for me anyway. So I am going to use my little contraption here. I forget what it's called. What's going on? What the going? I forget what it's called, but it's got the little like sharp little things in there. So I'm gonna cut up probably 6 or 7 mushrooms. See how that is? Look at that. Yeah. I'm gonna take that because I want some more. I want some more. I want a lot of mushrooms. So I'm gonna do like, 2 more. I love to cook. Now I constantly tell people, if I wasn't a singer, if that didn't take my heart when I was young, I probably would have gone to school to be a chef, because I always have loved to cook. Ever since I learned how to make grilled cheese, hot dogs and eggs, I have loved how to cook. Because it's like, oh, I can make my own food. I ain't got to wait for my mother to get home. Me and my brother would eat good. Have us some hot dogs, have us some grilled cheese, have us some eggs, some boiled eggs, baby. We be eating like kings. We were latchkey kids, okay? With Gen X, we were latchkey kids. And this was probably when I was like, I need to cut you up too, because you didn't get no action. This was like when I was like, oh God, 8, 9, 10 maybe. So I was pretty young. But it was like that back then. There was a lot of us, a lot of latchkey kids. Nowadays, if you do that, you're gonna get arrested. You get the cops called on CPS and all that good stuff. Because it ain't healthy, but like we turned out fine. You know what I mean? We turned out just fine. Oh, we ain't getting no trouble. Well, we did get a lot of trouble, but you know what I mean. We didn't get kidnapped or anything like that. Okay, so we got that. What else do I need? Just for the meat, I've got that. Oh, I know. Peppers. I want peppers. I like for it to be colorful. You know what I'm saying? So I've got peppers. I've got orange and yellow and red. So I'm gonna cut those up. Have some peppers up in this piece. Now these I'm just gonna cut. I'm not gonna put those in the whatever that little spin thing is, in the chopper. I'm gonna call it chopper. I think, should I put this in a really big pot? Because this is about, oh, it's only 2 cups. It's not that much. All of this stuff will probably make it like 4 cups. And I'll have this more than likely today and tomorrow. I know I'm going to a little card party tomorrow. And they usually have pizza and stuff. But you know, I like to eat before I go to someplace because I don't want to go someplace hungry. The host is always like, "Oh, why you eat? You could have waited." I'm like, I'm still gonna have a little pizza. I just ain't gonna have 4 pieces. I might have 1 or 2. And then as the night rolls on, if we stay for a long time, I might have another 1 or 2. You get to drinking and stuff like that. I'm not drinking the last few days because I gotta sing tomorrow. I gotta sing tomorrow, and I'm a baritone. They were looking for a second tenor. They said. I guess they said you'll do. But I gotta pop out some high G's tomorrow, which are it's a little higher than that though. They can be pretty legit too. Okay, so which thing do I want to put this in? I got the peppers, onions, mushrooms, got the meat. Where my cheese? Where my cheese at? Where my cheese at? Where my cheese at? Give me 1 time, give me 2 times. Ow! Whoa, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Hey, where my cheese at? Okay, so now we got to make this. Here we go. We got the coconut oil. Because I want a little extra fat up in that piece. What's going on? How y'all doing? Make sure you thumb it up. Yeah, say hello. I ain't in here by myself. Say what the guan, brother. We just cooking some spaghetti. Woo, from scratch. I make everything from scratch. Not all the time, but when I feel like cooking, I make it from scratch. So when I don't feel like cooking, then I might have like, pre-made stuff or whatever. I haven't made lasagna in years. Every now and then I feel like some lasagna, but I have not felt like making it from scratch. So I usually go and get like the frozen lasagna. But I think I need to decide to make it from scratch sometime soon. So we're getting the onions in here. Till they get fragrant, till you can smell them. Till they unlock their juices for us. That sounds a little nasty. It's getting hot. I had to take that shirt off. It is getting hot. Did y'all enjoy the heat wave? Heat wave! Burning in my heart. Now we put in the peppers. You basically start everything like this. Soups. You put the garlic, you put the onion in, then you start putting in whatever your fruits and vegetables is. If you want to put like rice or beans or something in there, you put those in, then you add the water and let it simmer. All pretty much the same. Once you learn how to cook, you're like, oh, it's so similar. Only difference with this is I'm not going to put any water in there, and I'm going to put the meat in there. And what I usually do is when all the little veggies are just a little cooked, I don't want to be like you burnt or nothing like that. But when they're cooked, then I push them out to the sides and put the meat in there. And then when that's done, I mix it all together. Woo, woo, that's hot. And then I put the sauce on it. Let it simmer while I get the pasta together, which usually takes about, the water's boiling already. But I want to get the meat already almost done before I put that in, because usually the pasta only take like 7 to 11 minutes, depending on what pasta you're using. think I'm just using some spaghetti today. I don't know what I have. I gotta look and see what I have. I hope I got some darn pasta. It'd be funny if I do all this and I ain't got no pasta. Then we gonna have some sloppy Joe. Okay, so let me unplug that. So I'm not in danger. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. And it smells so good in here right now. It's getting hot, but it smells really good. I'm not going to put a lot of stuff on my little veg and stuff, but I'm going to put a little bit of pepper, little ground pepper. Don't want to put anything else. Whoa, 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 I got my boots on. Maybe a little Mrs. Dash. I want flavor, y'all. I needed flavorful. And it smells good. Okay. Now, I'm not going to use that much meat. I got all this meat. That's what she said. I'm not going to use that much. Because the focus really is the mushrooms. I don't know why I ended up buying the meat. I guess it just looked good. So I got it. Alrighty, so that started. And that should only take like 5-10 minutes. Pretty much 5 minutes on each side. All right, baby, we cooking. So I got hot water, so I'm gonna put some hot water on the. I'm telling you everything. This is like a cooking show. I'm telling y'all everything. Now, if I was showing y'all, it might be better, right? But we ain't gonna be doing all that. But I'm gonna put some of the hot water onto my frozen stock, because that's what I'm going to put the rest of the, not the rest, but some spinach in. Should be my little side dish. Do I have any? No, I don't. I was thinking if I have any salad greens, but I bought the spinach today, and I don't think I need any other salad greens until the spinach is done. Because I don't freeze spinach. It just don't come out. When it come out of the freezer, I don't like it. It don't be good for me. I do not like it. So I have to finish it before it goes bad. Worst case scenario. Oh, see, A, hear, A, swim. Okay. Worst case scenario is I'll have some left over. It'll look like it's starting to go bad. And then I'll just put it into a smoothie real quick. And I'll put that in the freezer. I can put that in the freezer, have some right then and then put the rest in the freezer. And then I take it out, day to day in the mornings or whatever. Or I take it out in the evening so that it's, thawed out by the morning. So I have a little smoothie in the morning. This morning I made, because I have a juicer and a blender. So this morning I made a juice. It was, it was yesterday. And I had the rest of it this morning. And it was carrots with ginger and orange. Carrot, ginger, orange. Very good for you. Very delicious. This is how I keep that beautiful body. Ow! I be entertaining myself. So y'all, I want y'all to talk to me and whatever. You want to ask me anything, go right ahead. But I'll be entertaining my darn self. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but we gonna take it as a good thing. I have just a little bit of coconut oil left. But I bought a big thing of coconut oil and olive oil when I went down to Trader Joe's. And I went to Trader Joe's on election day. And as I was coming up out of the subway, there was all these cameras and stuff like that at 72nd Street. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm nosy, of course. So I went over and I was like, what's going on? I'm looking around. Brad Lander was there. So I got some photos of Brad Lander. I wanted to say hi to him and wish him good luck, but he was talking to too many other people that were waiting on him. So I was like, okay. So I went on about my business. But as I was walking back past the subway, who comes up out of the subway but Zoran Mamdani? I was like, oh my God. So then, of course, I went back because they were talking and stuff. And then all of the, give me a second. All the reporters and stuff started gathering around. So I was right, like, I gathered around with the reporters and took out my phone to take a few photos. And she asked me a question, asked him a question. So I was like, I videotaped, and then I ran to post it up. Oh Lord! So I could be there before the news media, and I put it on my political channel. But just imagine, just being out, going about your business, and you run into who might be our future mayor. I felt so lucky. Okay, so this girl is done. This meat is ready. You hear what I said, baby? This meat is ready. So I'm gonna put the my homemade sauce on there and let it simmer while I get the pasta ready. While the pasta's going, I'll put the spinach on. The one thing that I do try to do when I'm cooking is I try to get everything, finished about the same time. I try to get it running so that, this finishes within a minute or two of that. So whatever the main dish is done and ready. So that I ain't got to be waiting around. There's the sauce. Look at that. All the mushrooms. There's mushrooms, there's ground sirloin, there's 3 kinds of peppers, a little onion, and that's her. And then I have my pasta, gotta make my pasta. And what do I have? I do have some spaghetti, so I'm gonna have some spaghetti. Some ranzoni whole grain spaghetti. While my sauce is working, simmering in its juices. I always make too much spaghetti, but I'd be worried that I'm not gonna make enough. It's better for me to have some left over and toss it in the refrigerator and eat it with something else later on or the next day. Because if I don't have enough, then I got to cook some more, or I ended up eating a bunch of, junk, which I don't have any junk right here. I don't think I got those. I still got I've still got the cookies left, the Selena Gomez cookies. But I'm taking some of those to the party tomorrow so that everybody can taste them. And hopefully people will want to get on camera and taste them and give me their feedback. But if not, I'm thinking I could probably just use their voices, tell them, I'll be the one on camera and you just tell me what you think. There's 1 or 2 people that be wanting to make content with me. But we be getting involved and playing cards, and then people get to talking, and then people start getting a little tipsy. They were having such a discussion the other day. And this one kid, and I say kid because he was the youngest one there, he's 25. And he was trying to, when I first started setting up, to do this dance or whatever, I was going to do the Keith Lee dance. He was all up in it, he was all trying to get in it. And then I was like, it's not on. He's like, oh. I was like, but what you can do is, when I cross my arm, then you should do what you just did. She come and start trying to elbow in and be on camera. He's like, okay. I said, well, wait till I cross my arms. He got to talking and missed the whole video. And I was like, listen, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But I wasn't recording it again, okay? Because I was doing the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What is it? Da. What? I forget the words now. Da 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 da. Hey, it's so cute. It's really cute. I think that's the one now that has 27,000 on my cover channel. Wasn't doing nothing, and now it has 27,000, like out of the blue. Oh, I forgot to time this. I know I've been talking for about 2 minutes, so let me see. How long am I supposed to do this one? Because everyone be different, so you gotta read the box for this one. 7 minutes. So let's do 5 more minutes. Me running my mouth. Running my dang mouth. Everything is smelling really good. And it definitely looks good. Definitely looks good. Should I taste it? I usually don't even taste it before I put it all together, but I'm gonna taste this. Mmm. 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 Oh my God. Mmm. And it's spicy as fuck too. Oh my goodness. I'm ready. I'm a little strange. I like crackers with my pasta. And I use the short stack Ritz crackers. I just do. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I didn't even know it was strange until somebody said something one time. I was like, you don't have it with yours? Like, no, I've never heard anybody to do that. I'm like, I haven't either. But I do it. I heard of me. So I don't care what nobody think. I think it tastes good. It's like that. It's like the sweet with the savory with the a little salty. The crackers are a little salty. All of that stuff together just makes it taste to me so much better. It's like a well-rounded mix of flavors. I'm just putting the leftover sauce. I got about a cup of sauce left over. And I'm gonna put that in the fridge because then I can make some more pasta tomorrow. Maybe some different pasta. Put different things in it. Give me a little variety, so it'll be leftovers, but it'll be, it'll be different flavors. The sauce will be the same, but maybe I won't have the mushrooms. Maybe I won't have the peppers. Okay, so we got that. Is this water hot enough? I don't want to put my finger in it. It ain't boiling though. It should be boiling. I'm gonna put the spinach up in here, even though it don't look like it's ready. But it's gonna have to do what it's got to do, because I got to eat, y'all. I'm hungry! I'm hungry! I'm coming out. Hey. I just bought these today. I've been looking to get me some of these little things, because I be having so much stuff that I have to keep closed or whatever. So this is for my spinach. Put a little closing on it. Hey! Keep it fresher. Fresher. Okay, so now I should have just put the spinach in with the pasta. In fact, I might just do that because I think that water doesn't look hot enough to me. So I'm going to put the spinach in with the pasta. And hope I don't lose too much of the flavor from the stock. I use utensils like crazy when I'm cooking, because I don't mind doing dishes. And look, 2-3 more utensils ain't gonna hurt nothing. So I just go ahead and use them. Sometimes I use half of the darn utensils in the house. And think nothing of it. Because I'm going to wash the dishes anyway. And that's one thing that's one chore I really don't mind doing, washing dishes. Okay, so what we going to do? Oh. This is basically how you start cleaning the blender. You put it in here put a little soap in it and let it run for a few seconds. And then all you really have to do is wipe it out. Even though I'll probably wash it like everything else. What's going on? 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 You know, nobody works harder than somebody who works for themselves, right? Because like when you work for yourself, you just work any old time of the day. Now, of course, you can play any time of the day too, but you just work. Like now, I was up early. I did what I had to do, posted my videos, did my research, sang through my songs. I got some changes, so I worked on my changes for the music. And then I went back to bed, had me like a 2-hour siesta. Got up, ran around, did some things in the neighborhood. Then came home and changed, because the weather, you don't know what the weather is doing. So I went outside, it was a little chillier than I thought it was. So I had to come back in the house and change. But I went and picked up a few things I need to pick up, blah, blah, blah. Then I went downtown just to hang out, just to walk around a little bit, And now I gotta work after I eat. Because I need to edit a video and on TikTok I started something called the 21st Century Music Vault. And it's basically showcasing artists from the 21st century who are making music, making good music. Music that I respect as an artist, singer-songwriter. Because so many older people that I be around and that I work with or stuff are like, oh, there's no good music out these days. It's all junk. It's all crap. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, have you listened to, so these are the artists that I want to showcase. The people that I would tell people to, to listen to if they're like, oh, there's no good music. Because there's plenty of good music. Okay, we're taking the spinach out of the mix. Or most of it. I feel like the pasta is cooked just a little long, but let's see. Let's see. I like mine to be al dente. Al dente. Is that what it's called? El dente? El dente? I know somebody named Dante. That's probably why I said Dante. Al dente. Okay, so we got the spinach. And it's just a little bit, because there's some in the sauce also. And then we need to I have 50 million things for my kitchen because I cook a lot. And when you do, you realize that you need something, you go out and get it to make it a more enjoyable experience for yourself. Because cooking is an art. I mean, and not everybody is great at it. And not everybody likes to do it. And some people can't do it at all. But for those who do it and enjoy it, it's very much an art. and you do make something, new, you know, and hopefully it's something good. But I tasted this sauce, so this is going to be amazing. So the sauce is slamming. What that little boy say? Slamming. Is that what he says in the little cook on TikTok? You ever watch the little man on TikTok? I actually found him because, of course, he came across my FYP, but like somebody was messing with him or whatever. Oh, he made some watermelon something or another. And of course, you know, the racist people were on there. Oh, of course. Well. Yeah, watermelon. Of course, watermelon. And so, you know, we had all these people coming in, and I was one of them who were like, listen, you ain't going to be messing with this little boy. Let me check the comments. Because you come for him, we coming for you. But he makes, oh my God, he's such a good cook. And like the way that they present his cooking, the style of their videos is just, I mean, it makes your mouth water. Oh no, he says bussin'. That's what he says, bussin'. Little black boy, I think he's like 13. Cook his behind off. And like chefs like Gordon Ramsay has watched his videos and commented and shared, blah, 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 and the other. And this Asian guy, chef, I don't know who the chef is. I don't know his name, so I ain't gonna hold you on that. But yeah, I know that little man is going to have a bright future if he wants to be a chef. I could see him either being on a cooking show, like his own cooking show for young people in a year or two, teaching them how to cook which would be wonderful. This is the finished product, y'all. Hey, that's the pasta. That is the delicious pasta that we are going to eat. I'm gonna rinsing things off a bit, and that's all. Let me see if I can get a little better picture of it, because I'm gonna probably post this like an influencer. I ain't put the plate together that great, right? But you know, you see what it is. It's just pasta and spinach, but there's a lot of love in it. A lot of love. Okay, so we got that. Let me put some over this. Oh, I need utensils. We're going to use the good silverware for this. Ooh! And even just tasting that sauce, I can feel the little heat in the back of my throat. I bet you can, you fake. I can feel it. And we are going to put on some Robert Anton music, I do believe. And have us a good old mukbang. For anyone here hanging out, it's time for a mukbang. Usually when I play music, especially on YouTube, I play my own music in the background, my original music, because I have a lot of it. And it's all available for streaming or purchase, download on whatever your favorite site is, including Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. It's everywhere. Thank you to CD Baby. CD Baby was the first independent to get their music on all these. Oh man, why'd you do that to me? The first independent distributor to get their music on all of the major sites like Spotify. And I was so excited. Like, my music is on sale on Spotify. Oh my God. It was pretty exciting though. Okay, so let me play those. These are all going to be instrumentals. Sometimes I start singing along because I can't help myself. Most of the time I forget the words because it's my music and I haven't performed it in eons. Let me add this to the windows. And there's one more. Let me add that. We have a little music in the background of our mukbang. Our mukbang. Woo! Yes, sir. Okay. Here we go. I like to be just off camera. I don't want to be like, do y'all look? I'm looking at my. I have a nice tan. If you don't know me, I'm looking. I just looked up. You know, like when you surprise yourself if you look in the mirror or something like that. You're like, who is that? I just looked up and was like, oh, he's so dark. Yeah, he is. Oh, hey, handsome. Oh my God, I got a good tan. And I probably should. I mean, I was out in 90-degree weather both Monday and Wednesday at the beach. So, no wonder I got a nice tan. But like, it's all over. Is it all over my face? I've been sun dancing. Is it all over my face? Hey, I've been sun dancing. Here we go. Thank you, Lord, for this food, Jesus. Nice flavor. Let's go. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? It's supposed to be down to 60 something today, so I gotta open the windows and stuff and sleep. I opened them really wide earlier on, and nice cool air came in. But it was still cooler outside than it was in my apartment. The noodles aren't bad. They're probably not as firm as I prefer them, but they're not soggy. So they're good. It's a nice little balance. But the flavor, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. That's because I don't want to be like, you know, it's my food, so I don't want to be unfair. Because it's really a 10 out of 10. But I'm just saying, it's so delicious, but I'm going to say 8 out of 10. Just to give some room for growth. This is delicious. Now I'm going to put it with a cracker. Mm. Mm-hmm. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Happy Pride, happy Pride. So the Pride Parade is on Sunday in New York City. This is the big Pride Parade. The big Pride Parade. We had Queens Pride. We had Brooklyn Pride. Both of those I went to in live stream. They had Bronx Pride. I was at the Mermaid Parade during Bronx Pride. We're going to have, oh, I wonder if tomorrow is, no, Saturday. Saturday is going to be the Harlem Festival. The Harlem Pride Festival. But I haven't read about it anywhere. It's always the day before Manhattan Pride. Now for Manhattan Pride, I plan on live streaming. And I'm hoping, let's see if it works out. I'm hoping to live stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So I'm gonna take both of my cameras, or both of my phones, my backup phone, I should be able to live stream on, let's hope. And I'm gonna take my my DSLR so I can take photos. High quality photos. And I'm gonna be what do they call it? I was about to say a student journalist, but that's not what it's called. A citizen journalist. And capture some of the parade and stuff. But a lot of times what it also does for me is I can go home and download the footage, and I've got all of this footage that I can choose from to make videos. And it's used from. Do I want water, or I want an iced tea, but I think it's all frozen. Is it frozen? Yeah, it's frozen. It's a frozen, it's a frozen. Yes, sir. Woo! Okay, it's not too hot. I have this stuff that I go and get at the Szechuan spot downtown. It's called Den Den Noodle. First time I had it, it had my nose running, my eyes running, I was sweating. But now they don't make it like they used to make it. I always go in and I'm like, can you make it extra spicy? And one time the woman was like, you want me to make you cry? I was like, yes, please make me cry. That's what I want, you know? I want it to be so hot that I'm like, oh, whoo. What do you do for work? I am a singer-songwriter, actor, author, poet. My day job, I'm a singer. So I do weddings and corporate events and society parties and weddings, a lot of weddings. And I do, whatever people call me to do. Like tomorrow I'm going to do a recording session for a new musical. And they're trying to get producer backing. So they need to make demos of the songs. So I'm doing one particular character. And that paid the bill. What do you do? I can't see without my glasses, so. I also cook. Yes, I've been here cooking. And it's one of my passions, one of the things I love. It was probably my second choice for a profession if singing didn't work out. But thankfully it did. But I've always loved to cook. I was saying earlier, my mom started me cooking, then my great-grandmother took over. And then I worked for a woman who was a chef. Once she was paralyzed. She was paralyzed on one side. So I used to help her out. And we used to cook together. She taught me a lot. So yeah, I love to cook. I love to make good food the way that I want it. It's fine to go out to a restaurant and buy something that's really good, but it's so much more, and I go out to restaurants a lot, right? But it's so much more satisfying to make things at home exactly the way you like it. And you sit down and you're like, oh my God, this is so good. And it's so perfect for me. You go to some places in New York and probably any city, but because they have a wide clientele, they kind of dumb it down. So like if it's like the Szechuan spot that I was talking about, the reason that this spicy noodle that I love so much, yeah, it can be cheaper. But the reason like the spicy noodle that I love so much is less spicy now is because a lot of people going in were probably complaining that it's too spicy. So they dumb it down, for all these different people who can't take that spice. So now you're not getting the authentic Szechuan food. I remember I went to Thailand. Spicy noodles, yes, called Dan Dan noodle, like Dan Aykroyd or Dan Rather. Dan Dan noodle, it's a Szechuan dish. And it's basically noodles with it's actually almost like what I made now. It's noodles with spinach, and I think they usually use pork, ground pork, and a spicy sauce. And I love, oh my God, I love it. But they don't make it spicy anymore. When they first opened, I was dating somebody Chinese. So we went when they first opened. And it was so hot. Even when they make it extra spicy for me now, it's still not that spicy. It might help clear my sinuses a little bit, but not like it used to. About this? That's funny. I don't think that's something I want to write a song about. I might write a poem about it. But I think it would be about how often we have to dumb down our experiences and our culture in order to fit other people's, I don't know, tastes or their needs, you know? Because like, if you want to go to an authentic Szechuan restaurant, you should be willing to have whatever they have the way they cook it. If something is too spicy for you, and on the menu they have 1 pepper, 2 peppers, 3 peppers, 5 peppers. So you know, if it's got 5 peppers, you ain't supposed to be ordering that. And then say, oh, it's too spicy. Why didn't you choose something with 1 pepper if you don't like spicy food? But that's not how people are, especially some people. They feel like you should cater to them. I remember I was in Thailand, and I think we were in Pattaya because we wanted to see the 24-hour street, whatever. And we went to this one restaurant, and I ordered something really, really spicy, and the woman was like, "Oh, no, you don't want it. You don't want spicy. You don't." And I'm like, "Yes, I want it like you make it, exactly like you make it." She was like, "Are you sure?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yes." So she made it, and of course I was like, "Woo, woo, woo." And she's like, "You okay? You okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. It's perfect because I am getting your authentic food the way that you make it. I want it spicy. I want to have to, hoot and holler, and that's just me performing. I'm a performer, so." But I want to be sweating and blowing my nose, and that's what spicy is for. It's to clear out all of that, whatever flotsomeness in your body. Raise your temperature so it can fight off infection and, all kind of stuff. Yes, I still live. I live. I'm in Cuba. What do you listen to? What genre? I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of genres because I have to for work, but also because I enjoy good music, good song, good storytelling. I would say my favorite artist right now is Fantasia. My favorite artist of all time is Jennifer Holliday. My favorite male artist right now, who would be my favorite male artist right now? I want to say Ed Sheeran. And my friends are always surprised when I go there, but he's just such a great friggin' songwriter. And his songs really touch me. Like he did Old Phone, and I've done several covers of it, several duets of it on TikTok and YouTube. Duetted him, duetted other people singing him, because I was watching him. I loved the song when I first heard it, right? He had so many great things. It brought back so many memories of my own. But then he was playing it live on Jimmy Fallon, and he played the whole song, just him and the guitar. And I was crying. I was crying because it was so emotional and it touched me so deeply. And that's what I want out of my music. I want it to touch me, whether it make me dance, whether it make me cry, whether it make me happy, maybe if it make me remember my ex, remember my mom, whether I want that. That's what I want out of music. I want it to take me on a journey. And I like a lot of people. I do a music showcase on TikTok, and I might eventually try to do it other places, but I want to do it on TikTok first. And it's called the 21st Century Music Vault. And it's for artists that are making really great music that I respect, but in the 21st century. Only 21st century artists. People who started were signed after 2000. You know, and so far, and there's Money Long, who I loved as Priscilla Renee from YouTube. There's Lizzo, who I absolutely adore. Of course, there's Ed Sheeran. There's Lil Nas X. There's, who else is in there? A lot of people. I can't name them all. It's already like maybe 13, 14 artists in the list. And one of the things I have to do tonight in post is the next artist in the list to be featured this week. I should have done it last week, but I wasn't feeling it last week. I wasn't feeling like it. So I'm doing it this week. Sometimes you just have to listen to yourself and do things in your time. So I'm doing it this week. And I'm trying to do it every other week. I would prefer to do it every week, but so far it's not that popular. But it's a labor of love, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I did the band, who was it? Oh my God, I can't remember the only band that I've done. But they came on the video and thanked me. Like they saw the video and they came and they thanked me and all that good stuff. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. And they're Grammy winning artists. I don't know why I can't think of their name. Look, I was going to reach for my phone, but it's on this phone. Do I want some more? I want a little more. That was good, and I can still feel the heat at the back of my throat. I bet you can, faggot. I can still feel the heat, and I love it. And I gotta sing tomorrow. I got a studio session tomorrow. So I want everything to be clear and clean and crisp. I want to be able to hit the high notes. I never worry about the low notes. The low notes are always there. It's the high ones that I be worried about. The high notes. Everybody wants you to sing all up in the sky. And I'll be like, I'm a bass baritone. No, you sound like a tenor, but I'm not. Because I do not have all those tenor notes. And I cannot live up there. I can pop out some tenor notes every now and then. But I cannot live up there. A real tenor can live up in those notes. I can't. I can go up and come right back down. I also have a cover coming out over here of a song that I was playing on piano. I was learning it on piano, and I did like this little arrangement. Pretty much playing everything slow. But some guy liked it in Brazil, and he's a producer and has his own, I guess, imprint or something like that. And he was like, oh, do you want to do that with a full band? And I was like, yeah, why not? So we did, and it's finished. Oh my God! It's already up on my fan page, Robert Anton fan page. But I'm going to be posting it this weekend, because he's posting his this weekend on his channel. So I'm going to try to post it about the same time. I'm trying to coordinate with him. But it's cool. It's a really good cover. And it's in my key. It's in my key. So that's all I wanted. Put it in my key and we're fine. We can do it. Sometimes people, especially like beat makers, they ask you to do stuff and then they can't do what you need them to do in order to complete a song. You know, they can make a beat that you can do over, if you write something over or something, but it can't have any changes. They can't change the beat. They can't do drops a lot of times. They can't write a bridge, musically. They can't make a bridge. And it's like, well, you're not a producer. You're just a beat maker. I need a producer. I need somebody that if I hear something and I want the music to go left, that they can take it left and then bring it back, If I want to change the key in the middle of the song, go up a half step or a step, or sometimes a fourth or fifth, if that's what I hear, then they got to be able to do that, or they're not a producer, and I can't work with them. And they're good for what they do, but they're not good for what I do. So as a songwriter and arranger, I hear certain things in a certain way. And I've heard I have about 4 projects, and I had different producers on most of them, you know, because I got better and better. I could pay a little more as I went along. I had, you know, I was more able to express what I wanted, the ideas that I had, even if it was singing stuff to people or playing a little bit on the piano or whatever. So as I went along, I solidified my style and the way I like to hear things. But what I heard back from the very beginning was like, wow, you make such interesting bridges. And wow, I wouldn't have heard that, you know, the way you did that, I wouldn't have heard that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's something about having your own, I want to call it insight, but it's not necessarily insight. It's just your own way of doing things, your own way of hearing things that make you special. And nobody else probably hears it the way you do. One thing I love about Fantasia, she grew up in the church like I did, but every time she did an arrangement, you could hear that little church in it. Even if she didn't take it all the way there, there's always that spirit in it. It's always very present, and it's always very, spiritual. You know, it's always very connected to the soul. And that's what I love. So I think with my stuff also, it's connected to spirit, and it's connected to something higher than myself. You know, so when I hear something and it can't go that way, I'm like, it's not going to be as great as it can be if it can't go that way. If you can't make it like this, if you can't take it here, because this is the way that whatever it is, the energy, the spirit, the universe wants it to be. If we can't take it there, then it's not going to be right. It's not going to be right. And most people who are songwriters or artists, they understand that. Because I don't sit down, most of my songs aren't just 4-chord songs, and a lot of popular songs are. Just 4 chords over and over, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't write at the piano. I hear the melody, I'm singing through the song, making up whatever melody and blah, 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 however it leads. Then I go to the piano and work out the chords. And sometimes they're damn difficult. I have one song that's kind of jazzy called Believe. The chord work on that thing is crazy. I never could have written that at the piano. But as a singer, I'm just singing the melody. I might hear some stuff, some of what's going on in the background, but I'm just singing the melody. So wherever the song is going, the supporting chords are something that come later. And they could be the craziest chords in the world, you know? And now literally this thing is kind of like Stevie Wonder kind of chords, you know? I can cook, y'all. I can cook. Oh my God. This is so good. Make me want to smack your mama. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go on and cook, Robert. Go on and cook. I did this. I'm not going to have any more because I don't want to be overly full. And I'm just about full. But I will have some dessert later. After I finish the rest of my work. I know it's nighttime, but there's always work for an artist. There's always work for a social media person. I was gonna say star, but I'm not a social media star. I still have to sing through the music for my recording session tomorrow, and there are a few little things that'll give me trouble, especially because he changed them, and I was just getting them, and then he changed them, and I need to try to remember, even though we'll probably be punching stuff in, but I want to go in there and nail it as much as possible, and then we go back and punch a few little things in, you know. I want him to brag. I want him to brag, you know, to the writers and stuff. And be like, oh my God, he was so good and he was so fast. And he came in so prepared, blah, blah, blah. Because what happens then, when somebody's telling people stories like that, they're going to get you hired even more by other people. They're going to recommend you when somebody else needs something, especially if they need it done fast and they know that you're fast. Then you get recommended for it first. And most of the jobs that I have gotten over the last 15 years have been through recommendations. I haven't had to audition. You know, I haven't had to send in a tape, even though some I have to send in, like, you know, a video or something like a YouTube video. I sent 3 YouTube videos for this gig, even though I had worked with the guy who I think is the musical director. He won't say, but I sent tapes for the actual writer. I sent not tapes, but I sent 3 videos of me singing stuff some covers on YouTube. And I don't think she had listened to one before he was like, text me back, she loves you. Because it's been like 3 minutes since the videos, right? And he texted back and said, she loves you. And I was like, already? He's like, yes, already. And I don't even remember what the first video I sent was. They said they wanted something with a little twang. They wanted like a storytelling song. They wanted something with a little range. Okay, he's trying to cut me off here. I can look at the text and see which one I sent first. And I might do that after I sign up. But yeah, she loved me right away. She loved my voice or whatever. As people tend to. I tell people I was born with a pleasing tone, right? From youth. I had nothing to do with that. But I was lucky enough to have a family that encouraged me to go to school for what I love to do, which was music. So I went to high school for music. I went to college for music. Of course, I took voice and ballet outside of school after I left college. So I have studied my craft over the years. I studied with a master teacher when I came to New York, who was at the time teaching at AMDA and the Met. And he had sang at the Met and taught at the Met. So I generally know what I'm doing. And I know what I'm good at and what I need to work on. So like when he sent me this music, I know I'm not good at sight reading. This never has been my thing. Solfege, ear training, sight reading have never been my strong point. So I know I got to work on it an hour a day. Check what I don't know over and over again. The stuff that I know that I get like that, I'm not worried about that. I check on the things that I don't know and work them over and over and over again until I get them in my system. And then when I go there, it looks like, oh, you know this. Okay, yeah, I do. Now you asked me to do something different, we got to do it over about 4 or 5 times. But, you know, it's just being a professional. It's just coming in prepared during the rehearsal that you need to rehearse and coming in prepared. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. Unfortunately. But that's why they don't make it. That's why they don't work. That's why, you know, they're wondering why people don't want to work with them and stuff, and people don't recommend them. Because your work ethic is terrible. You got to be willing to put in the work. And a lot of what I do as a wedding singer, corporate singer, I'm usually, sometimes I'm with a set band, and that means you're with the band all the time. But a lot of times I'm a hired gun. So like I come in when like somebody is sick, somebody has an emergency, has to be out, maybe they need an extra voice because the client is paying for, you know, 13 pieces instead of 11, 15 pieces instead of 9. So they need an extra voice that's not with the band, but they can easily slip in and seem like they're with the band. That's me. And I don't rehearse with them. You know, I come in knowing my parts and we do them. Now, sometimes if there's a special dance or something like that, like it's the first dance, the mother-son, or the father-daughter dance, we might run through it quickly to make sure that everybody's on the same page before we start. Before the gig starts, while we're setting up and stuff like that, while we're doing sound check. But most of the regular music that you do, on a weekly basis and on a yearly basis, we don't go through it. We just start it up. September and A. Da, 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 da. It starts, and then you go on in. Do you remember the 20th? You do the verse. When you're ready, you take it to the bridge, take it back to the chorus, take it out. If you miss something, you find your way back around. That's how it works. But you have to rehearse. You have to listen. You have to be able to work with people in order to do that. And not everybody can do it. So not everybody gets this type of work. Or if they do, they may not be working that often. Because I know some wonderful people, some great people who also do Broadway, who have done a few little wedding gigs or whatever, and then nobody really calls them anymore. And it's not because they're not great singers. They are great singers, but they just don't catch the vibe of how the band works or how these bands work. And it's all good. Not everything is for everybody. I'm so glad I fell into this because I really always wanted to be a stand-up singer. I got into theater when I was in high school because I went to audition for Bubbling Brown Sugar. When I first started, I had been going to the School of Arts for like a month, maybe not even a month. And I had made a few friends or whatever. And some of them I knew from All City Choir. And so they were all going to audition for Bubbling Brown Sugar at the community college. And I went with them, and I was nervous so nervous. I was more nervous than I was the auditioning for the school. So when they put up, the cast, people who've been cast, I wasn't cast. But I was there, with everybody else. So they had the first rehearsal that day. So I stuck around, and I was sitting in the audience and I was singing along with everybody. Not even realizing that the director was right behind me. And he was just like, you should go on up there and learn the music. I was like, what? He said, yeah, go learn the music. So I got put into the show. Not only was I in the chorus, but by the time the show was up, it's community college, people drop in and stuff like that. Community theater, people drop out and blah, blah, blah. People have things they have to do. They have conflicts. I ended up with a dance trio. I ended up with a solo. And I ended up understudying a part. The lead guy, which I did not get to do then. But we did like a Christmas show, the same place. We did a Christmas show, Black Nativity, with Vanessa Bell Armstrong and a few other noted Cleveland gospel divas. And then they decided to put up Bubbling Brown Sugar for the city. It was a city project or whatever. And of course I auditioned because I had just done it, and the other people auditioned also. And I got cast as the understudy for the lead because I'd already understudied the part. And wouldn't you know it, it's like out of the books when stuff happens. We were teching, and the lead fell into the pit, broke several things, and could not go on. So Robert got to do the lead the whole performance. I think it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I got to do the lead at like 16, 17. My family loved it. My sister was like, I didn't know you could act like that. I was like, yeah, I'm a fool. You know I'm a fool, right? Learned the tap dance. I didn't tap dance. I still don't tap dance. But I learned the actual hits and stuff so well that I ended up teaching it to some other people that we had to get some other tappers. And when they got them from my high school. And I taught them the actual tap that they needed to do. Even though I couldn't do it. I knew the hits, I knew step, ball change, blah, 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 blah. And could tell them how it sounded and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is how things work out. But like, that's how I ended up getting into theater. But I always just wanted to sing, always. So when I found a little singing with bands and stuff like that, oh man, I was in heaven. I was like, I ain't never got to do another show again. Even though I did do Smokey Joe's Cafe, and I had done it before. So someone offered it to me in Clarksville. They offered me a part that was not my part. But I took it anyway, because it was paying. Hey, what's going on, Sister? Oh my God! Oh my God, Sister Linda, how have you been? Oh my God, today is definitely a good day. I'm doing dishes. I just cooked me some spaghetti with all the elements from scratch. Had a little mukbang. I hope all is well with you, my love. I'm still over here doing the darn thing. I actually have to get off of here soon and rehearse my stuff for tomorrow. I have a recording session tomorrow. So I've got to rehearse that for about an hour, I guess. Love you too. I hope all is well. And then I have to edit a video that I'll probably post up tonight. I wish TikTok had a scheduled posting. That's something that I've missed, because you can do that on YouTube. Because I really want to schedule this post for like tomorrow at like 8 or 9 a.m. I don't want to put it up tomorrow because I'm going to be I'm not going to be frazzled. I'm not going to say that. I'm not. But like I got to get up and warm up, and I'll probably do some yoga. And I got to get out of here about 10:30 in order to get down to the East Village. A little before 12. They say if you're on time, you're late. So I want to be walking through the door about 11:45 so that we can start at noon so I can be out of there about 1:30. It's kind of a 4-hour session, but if we finish early, I still get paid the same amount. So if I can get everything done before 4 hours, I can take my coin and continue my day. Maybe go have me a cocktail or two. Because I ain't been drinking the last few days, because I don't usually drink like 24 hours before I have to sing. And I've been singing every day since I got the music. I've been singing through the music for at least an hour every day. Which is a lot. Which is a lot, because it's very complicated. But it's all there. They say God will not give you anything that you can't handle. So I can handle this. And the funny thing is, I had not really been, is that all done? All the dishes are done. The funny thing is, I had not really been playing my piano a lot until the last few months. I started playing because I figured, I could start rehearsing, and maybe within 6-7 months, I'd be able to accompany myself well enough, to go out and do gigs, or maybe go out and sing, do busking or something like that. Because people make a lot of money busking in New York. I got musicians that I work with on my professional gigs that will go out and do busking for a few hours and make, like $100 a piece. That's how much you can make in New York. So many tourists and stuff like that. But I could also, there's also one of my goals, one of my ultimate goals, is to spend the winters somewhere warm. But I don't want to be down there just, I want to be wherever just chilling. I want to be working, I want to be performing. So maybe doing gigs out, working with different bands, and I want to be writing. So I want to be down, wherever I'm going to be in the Caribbean, wherever, somewhere warm with a beach. I want to be working. I want to be, creating. So if I'm going to be writing poetry, or if I'm going to be writing short stories, or if I'm going to be working on a book or whatever, but also singing, wherever during that time. And I do have a few contacts in Fort Lauderdale and around Southern Florida. And one woman I work with all the time for years now, she has an agency that does bookings, so I could probably get bookings from her. Jazz piano? Oh yes, increase those skills. I wish I could do jazz piano. I'm lucky enough now that I can just play the chords along with singing. I hope to get better. And actually, the guy who's the musical director, the guy that's doing the recording tomorrow for the musical, for the demo that I have to do, he actually was the pianist for the band that I was working with 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm thinking, I just thought today, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could ask him for lessons. Maybe at least half a dozen lessons. Because what I need to learn, really, and I have my keyboard here. I've been playing a few times a week, sometimes on live, just learning songs and playing them on live. But maybe I could get him to help me, especially being able to do different things. My hands have never been, from where I took piano when I was younger, I took it in college, and my hands have never been, I've never been ambidextrous. This one always wants to move just like this one. So if he can give me a way that I can learn, to be like, doing the bass, walking the bass, and then playing chords up here, oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. So I am going to ask him after we're done, and I know we're going to be done early, so I can ask him and be like, are you interested in, or do you know somebody, you have a student that can help me work on my piano? Because I could probably take lessons once a week, maybe. Fit it into my busy schedule. And I've had this keyboard for 25, 30, maybe more than 30 years now. I've had the keyboard for like 30 years. I had 2 of them. I gave one to a friend, and I still have this one. And a producer that I was working with when I bought this keyboard, when she heard it, she went out and bought it too. She was like, "Oh my God, does all that? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And she already had a place full of stuff. But she went out and bought the same keyboard because it wasn't that expensive. I think it might have been maybe 125 at the most. That was 30 years ago though. But even I went to Guitar Center, and I was looking for my little connection that I needed to do my podcasting or whatever. I'm not really trying to do podcasting, but I wanted the better sound, even though I'm still like, this is fine for me, but it's actually turned into, which Casio model? This is that's a CTK. I forget what it is. I don't think they make it anymore. It's CTK something, maybe 731. Let me look. What are you? CTK 731. CTK 731. Yeah. And like what's so great about it is like you can make like beats. It has some programmed rhythms and stuff it has already. It has, my favorite thing is that you can transpose just by, pressing down 2 times, up 3 times. So like, cause a lot of songs that I do, even for my bands, I do in a different key. And I can easily find that key by like starting the original, going down a half step, sing a little bit of that, going down a half step, sing a little more, going down a half step, until I get to where it's comfortable, in the top of my range, but comfortable. And then I'm like, okay, that's my key. It has rhythm, yeah. And you can build your own beats and rhythms, because I think I've only done it once, but I did Born This Way. And I made my own rhythm and stuff like that, and then played the chords. And it came out really good. I'm so proud of it still to this day. But I think that's the only time I did that. I don't use the feature anymore, so I wouldn't know how to do it now. But like if I sat down with it for a few hours doing it, I'd probably be able to do it again. Yeah, I took music in high school and college. So, and I sung all my life in church. All my life. Like, I used to have a picture where I was like looking up at the microphone. It was all the way up there and I was all the way down here. I don't know where that picture went. I probably still have it in one of my photo books. But yeah, I lost a lot of stuff because I was out on tour and I didn't get like notifications and stuff like that. So my storage space got not stolen but sold, got auctioned off. Who is this beautiful voice? I don't know who he's saying that. He sent me something. Maybe I'll look at that later. But yeah, I've been in here almost 2 hours. Oh my God. It's 10:30. Okay, so I gotta sing before it gets too late over here. So I gotta sing, and then then I already shot my Music Vault video. I just have to edit it, and I'll probably post it up before I go to bed. And that's gonna be on TikTok. It's Robert Anton. It's so good to see you, Linda. Oh my God. Mwah, 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 mwah. Memories. Look at this. I've still got it. She's still right there on my refrigerator. I haven't talked to her in a long time. I think maybe a year ago or maybe 6 months ago, I said something on one of her things and she's like, oh, what's going on? I haven't heard from you so long. I was like, yeah, it's been a long time. I've been on YouTube forever. I joined TikTok in 2020, right? 2020, yeah, during the pandemic, and started doing my things. TikTok is popping. It's popping. But it's not all that in a bag of chips. I've had a few viral videos, but now on my shorts, I get better views on my shorts than I do on most of my TikTok videos. So my shorts have gotten hundreds of thousands, especially on my cover channel. TikTok, I ain't doing them kind of numbers. I mean, YouTube, I'm not doing that kind of numbers. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long, long time. Man, those were the days. It is so good to see you. I'm so glad you dropped in. I tell people I just love to drop in here, come in here. Earlier, when I first came on, two people that I haven't seen in forever came in, and don't you know they know each other? They hadn't talked in forever either. So it was just amazing. My niece came in one day. I was on Instagram though. She was driving. She's like, "Oh, I just wanted to say hello. I'm driving." People just come. Somebody came in who's been following me since at least, I don't know what year it is, but at least 13 years, because they were following me when I started doing my commentary on The Voice. And that was 13 years ago. The first one was like 13 years ago, because we're going into season 27. So it's been 26 seasons, 13 years. I was like, oh my God, you've been with me that long? He's like, yeah, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. But yeah, I got to get out of here, like I said, because I need to do this singing and stuff and be done before midnight, because I try to keep quiet hours and stuff like that, even though I always make it, and everybody in here doesn't always do it. But I try to keep quiet hours from about 12 till about 9. Yeah. So I need to get on and do this and get it over with, and then I can sit quietly and edit my stuff and do what I got to do. So it's so good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. I hope to see you again. I'm going live almost every day. Yeah, so, but I don't have a scheduled time for any of it, because when I schedule, I don't never end up having people in here. When I just jump on, it be popping. This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com, your singer, songwriter, actor, author, poet, signing out. Peace. Have a wonderful night, and happy Pride, happy Pride.